Come on in. Faith shares real wisdom. Good evening. Come on in. Hi, Dr. Caroline. Hello, husband. Come on in. So glad for those that are coming in tonight on this Friday night, when everything will be right. We we're just happy not only just to be alive, but to be um, more than a conqueror. We're just happy to know that this is the time. I did not um, have time to tag people. I know it was highlighted, and just hope those that see will come on in. If not, you will get to watch the replay. You'll get to watch the replay because the title is Your Season of Disappointments Are Over. They are over. And Coach Faith is talking to anyone that will listen that your season of disappointments are over. And what happens once you say it is only a test. You get tested in making sure. And I refuse to be disappointed anymore. That season is over. It's not only over for me, it's over for you. And all of those that will hear this on the replay, it is literally over. What makes it over? I'm excited. And I'm going to put my phone on, as we would say, yeah, we have to put it on. It's over. It's over. Hi, Duchess. I'm glad to see you on this evening and still celebrating and happy for your grandmother. It's just a blessing. It's over. It's over. You have to tell yourself it's over, and you have to say, you know what? I did this. Some of us have been disappointed so many times, over and over and over and over and over again. And I think it's funny because the ones that do not want to disappoint are usually the ones that get disappointed. Isn't that funny? I know that some of you can relate to it. The ones, I'm going to say, like me, that never wants to disappoint others, always trying to be there for others, always wanting to be there for others, always have been there for others. It's amazing how those are the people who get disappointed. But I got news for you tonight from Coach Faith and Pastor Faith. That season is over. That season is over. One of the things you must do to make sure that that season is over is remove yourself from around a whole lot of disappointed people, because that's the energy that will stay. There's nothing like being surrounded with folks that have the same thing that's dragging you. You don't need to be dragged. You got to come up out of it at this time. Your season of disappointments are over. What happens when your season is over? You actually evaluate you. It always come back to, what am I going to do? What are you going to do? What moves am I going to make? What moves have I made? Now is what moves that what am I going to do to make sure that I am not availing myself to disappointment anymore? I am not going to let myself down. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to let yourself down, because this is the season that disappointments are over. I refuse. Listen to me, and you have to get this attitude. I refuse to be disappointed anymore. I refuse to take up 3 months of going through disappointments. I refuse to go through the stage anymore. I can't believe this is happening to me. I refuse to have myself in this place of saying, not me again. Why every time this always happens to me? Because I am exiting disappointment. I am exiting. Now, this is where when it came to me, we had at our ministry a young lady named Carletta. She talked about the 3Ds, and disappointment was one of them. And being disappointed by others or disappointing yourself. Well, we're exiting that season. We're not going to disappoint ourselves. But in Columbia, I was over in this area called Harbison on today, and I parked in the parking lot at Walmart. Oh, because I'm going to remember this spot. I parked in a parking spot at Walmart. And when I parked, somebody else, please snatch this because I have it and I believe it, because a whole lot of things were going on. And I told myself, you will not be disappointed now another day in your life, because you're not going to disappoint yourself. That's it. You're stepping up. You're not going to be disappointed. But when I parked, Dr. Christine, Debbie, let me tell you, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to take it back. God spoke to me and said, your deliverance is going to be much greater than your afflictions. And I want y'all to know, I hollered in that car by myself. He said, your deliverance is going to be much greater than your afflictions. That's what I've been through, what you have been through. He said the deliverance, which is now, is here. Then he said, and get up. I know how to get out the car. And I was actually going to post it because it was right then. And that is what God said to me. And I'm sharing it with you because somebody else got to snatch it. Oh, the disappointments were many. The afflictions were many. And all kind of things happened. But he told me on it today on Harbison Boulevard in Walmart parking lot, your deliverance is going to be much greater than the afflictions that you have went through. I need somebody else to understand. Take that, because that was the word of the Lord today in Walmart's parking lot. And I was not able to share it. And guess what happens when you snatch something and you believe it? Somebody said, here comes a testing. Here comes a tester. Testing comes right behind it. And guess what? I took it and I'm not letting it go. Because if he says it's going to be much greater, it's already here because we have passed. I am not going in a season. I am not going in a couple of days of disappointments anymore. No. I settled that. Then the word came after that. And I refuse because I always said I'm going to keep my peace. So when a testing came, the first thing I was like, whoo, breathe. Because sometimes, I tell y'all you have to breathe, take a breath. Hey, Beverly, I got to inbox you. Good to see you on tonight. You got to breathe sometimes. You have to breathe. It's overwhelming. Let's be honest. Things start hitting and coming, and everything is coming at you. Because remember, you are the person that never wants to disappoint others, so you're always there for so many. But listen, the season of it is over. Some of us, the season has been for years. I mean, years on top of years. Of disappointments, and we have held it in, and we keep going, and we are the ones that we find ourselves being there for everybody, but it's time for you. Hi, Joetta. Be there for you because now it's your time. It's your time, and I'm not afraid to say it on tonight. When God spoke that to me and said the deliverance is going to be much greater, then the afflictions, those are the things I went through. Of course, biblically it says, many other afflictions, but the Lord, the God that we believe in, delivers out of all of them. And we say it, and we repeat it, and we read it, and all of these good things. But when He spoke it today, He said, no. This is the time. I am bringing a deliverance that's so much great, so much greater than all the afflictions that you've been through. And yes, I took you from one to another. I got you out of that. And as some of us get to the place when we say, next, next. Oh, because He got me. Next, because He got me. Next, He got me. But He was letting me know, I have something. It is your time. It is your season now. It is your season. I am delivering on my promise. I am delivering on my promise. And I need you to understand, when you get that thing and you believe it, everything that the enemy can do is coming at you. But what I did today, I was writing, I said, in peace. We say, peace be still. No, peace stay within. Breathe, peace, because He just spoke a word to you. You're going to receive that word. You're about to move. You're not going to even disappoint yourself anymore. I need y'all to understand, it is your time. We keep trying to, some of us want to keep delaying our time, trying to be there for everybody else. It's your time. It's your time. You have done a great job. I need you to understand, you have done a fantastic job being there for family, being there for friends, being there for ministry. Come on, He said, this right here for you. You're exiting disappointments. You're exiting stress. You're exiting depression. You're exiting all these things that were holding you back. You're exiting poverty. You are exiting lack. You're leaving all this. All of this is over. It's your time. Yes, a lot of things are going on in the world, but hey, it's my time now. He said, I got you. Your season of disappointments is over. What happens? You have shifted yourself into a place of deliverance of blessings, deliverance of miracles, everything that you need. Because I told you, you get both tonight. You get the coach and you get the pastor. He said, no good thing will I withhold from them that walk uprightly before me, if your ways please Him. Even if your ways please Him, He'll make your enemies your footstool. All of this is over. I need you to understand. If I could only tell you the test I got after the word, but I'm on my live. Someone says, you still gonna do your live tonight? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am getting, and I'm traveling in the morning, heading to Florida to a funeral of one of my cousins that I love dearly. He is gone. And that's one of the things, you know how we say, I'm going to see this one, I want to do this, I'm going to do that. And we keep putting up, we don't know how long we have. And because I don't know my time, I'm going to enjoy every second of it. He said, it's greater. It's greater. I know what it's like to be disappointed. I know what it's like to be let down. I know what it's like to just keep a smile on your face and you just steady going through. I know what it's like to get all excited and then boom, the bomb drops and it wasn't a good one. I know what it's like. But that season, you're exiting the season of disappointment. And guess what? You're not going to let yourself down in this season. Understand me. You're not going to let yourself down in this season. Because one of the things that we have done that has been a big mistake, I'm going to help y'all. We keep getting with other people who are disappointed too. And the only thing we know to do is I'm giving you all my disappointments, you're giving me all yours, and then you got a whole room full of people that's disappointed, and nobody's opening the gate and saying, let's run. Run out of it, run. I can't, I'm out, and I can't, and I won't do this anymore. Run. I am free. I do not have to stay a prison to disappointments. I don't have to be a prisoner. I'm sorry, a prisoner to disappointments. I don't have to be a prisoner to all these other things. I am free. He says the deliverance is going to be much greater than every disappointment you had. I need y'all to hear me. Hear me. I need to help somebody. Help you on tonight. Help you. Yes, we so used to helping everybody else. Help you on tonight. Say, this is, I'm exiting. I'm turning the page. You know, we get in church and people say, okay, turn, and here was a new, this is your new season. This is your new season. This is the season you've been looking for. This is the season you've been talking about. And this is the season some of us has been preparing for. And we've been preparing. And then you get to a certain place and then you feel, oh, you jump back into disappointment again. No, no, no. This is your time. This is our time. Sometimes, let me help somebody on tonight. You got to put a blinder on everything that's going around you that's trying to take you away from your time, away from your season. I need you to understand. It ain't sometimes. Now is the time. Now is the time. You have to. Yes, Dr. C, you got to exit disappointment, stretch, lack, poverty, and depression. All of this. Because we're entering into a blessed peace, joy, health, and prosperity. Yes, and it is going to continue. It shall continue. My husband would say, and Jubilee shall continue. And he's spoken from a finished place, and this is it. Disappointment is finished. Disappointment is finished. It's finished. I'm sorry, I have shifted. I have shifted my view. I have shifted my mindset. I'm not going to let it draw me back. I'm not going to turn back. I'm not turning back to pain. I'm not turning back to disappointment. Because I need y'all to understand, a lot of times we're disappointed by people, but that's all they can give because that's all they received. I said, I believe it was in our ministry this Sunday or past Sunday, when it says, do not put your trust in man or woman because they will let you down. Why? Because they are limited to their power. Greater is he that is in you. Come on, you got to look inside of you. Look inside of you. Yes, the disappointment is finished. It's over. It's over. The power that works in it is over. So everything, it shall be like a dream. Oh my God. When he turned your captivity over, it's over. When he turned your captivity over to deliverance. And I need you to understand tonight, that means he's going to deliver. God is going to deliver. I don't even want y'all to get it confused who I'm talking about. God is going to deliver everything he promised. It does not matter if the whole family acting up, if the whole family, your cousin, your long lost cousin, your close cousin, your daughter's sons, your grandchildren, if they all just start acting like when they just in unity, we're acting crazy, you got to say, oh, that is over for me. All my trust, I'm going to do what here? I'm praying for you, but I can't get off focus anymore because I've been delivered out of that. I've been delivered from that situation. Yes, I'm delivered from being disappointed and not wanting to disappoint because of me spending much years not disappointing, trying not to disappoint so many people. I stayed in a place where I was not moving, but it seems like I was moving because everybody I didn't want to disappoint seems like they were getting ahead. Isn't it something when you give your all to so many and when it's your turn? Yeah, when it's your turn, I need you to understand your time is now. You have exit. You have exit out. You know how when we're in buildings It's the law that they have an exit sign in when you're in buildings, and they have to go through to make sure everything is properly in order, because people are going to be coming through. It's not like it's in your house, but I'm talking about in all types of businesses. There must be somewhere that shows an exit sign. We go to stores, and it'll say enter, or it'll say entrance. It'll say exit. I need somebody to understand. We're the exit door. Nothing that's not supposed to be is going to enter now. Only thing is going to enter that was promised to me. I need y'all to understand. It's not look at something and say, okay, this has happened, but guess what? I'm not falling because I'm disappointed. I'm going to run. I'm going to run out of that exit sign, because I don't need any more chances. Y'all know we are a people. Hey, look, I'm waving like I see him. Hey, I'm Ferris. Love you and your family. We get to this place and say, okay, I'm gonna give it one more time. I'm gonna give it one more time. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm disappointed, but I'm gonna give it one more time. So much was drawn out of me, but I'm gonna give it one more time. No. Run out the exit. Take the exit door. See the sign. See, in a lot of places, see the light, the one that's lit up that said exit. Go out that one. You know, every once in a while, at some places, you would try to exit an entrance door and it won't open, and you got to stand there. I know I ain't the only one that done this. So, especially, look, you will stand there at the entrance door trying to exit, but guess what? You can't exit until somebody else enter. So you're gonna wait instead of walking around to go out of the right door that you need to exit. You're gonna wait for somebody else to enter so you can exit. No. We gonna exit. They used to say enough is enough. Enough is enough, and too much is too much. I'm letting you know, you do not have to be disappointed another day. You have had years of disappointment. Because someone, well, how you say no, because you have made time, marked time, and all of that in that field. It is your choice now. I will not sit up in a room where everybody talking the same thing of being disappointed or pointed, and then everybody sharing their stories, and then you still sitting there. Nobody wants to get up and leave it. No, I need y'all to know on tonight, walk up out of that. I don't need a room full of other people who've been disappointed, and nobody has enough sense to walk out. You know why? Because you think you stuck and you ready to help somebody else. No, get up and get out. Because this is not my portion. This is not my promise. And I need you to know tonight, that is not your portion. Lack is not your portion. Poverty is not your portion. Disappointment is not your portion. No's are not your portion. Know that on tonight. It is not your portion. It is your portion for the open heaven. That's your portion. For the floodgates to be open. That's your portion. For the heavens to be open. That's your portion. To walk under the right cloud. That's your portion. To walk under his glory. That's your portion. I need you to understand. Take your portion and leave the rest that's not yours. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Exit. Who am I going to fix? I'm going to fix me. What am I about to enjoy? I'm about to enjoy my portion. Stop putting your portion back, trying to get everybody else to get past you. My portion. What he promised me, what did he promise you? I don't have to say, and nobody got to, you can go read it. Read it. Read the Bible. Read the good book. See what your portion is. And when you find it, you start saying it. You put it in your affirmation. You declare it and you decree it. It is my time. I have exited my season of disappointment. I will not be disappointed. Yes, no lack is around me because abundance is everywhere around me. Greatness is in me. Greater comes out of me. Come on, I need you to understand. You got to talk. Stand in that mirror and tell yourself, you do not have to. Listen to me. You do not have to no longer carry everybody else's weight. Whew. I would say calm down, but I'm exiting. And I need you to exit too. You no longer have to carry everybody else's weight. You no longer have to sit there and find yourself at a place where you don't know what you do when everybody else is doing them. Exit. Just guessing, wealth and riches shall be in my house. And this is the thing. I need somebody to hear me on tonight. And as you enter into your wealthy place, make sure you know what to do. Do not listen, because I'm listening. Do not destroy your increase. Because some of us is coming in increments. Do not destroy your increase. Because say what I said, because I don't want to have to start over again. I got it. I will not disappoint myself. And by me not disappointing myself, my family has a better chance. But see, when you evaluate, you'll find out that most of the time, all the people around you, they weren't disappointed because you were always there. It reminds me of a church song. It says, he was there all the time. And some of us, we were there all the time, so they didn't look for the he. They didn't even have to go and pray about it because you was always the answer. You always showed up with the answer. A lot of times the answer was you showed up so much because they didn't have to pray. All they did was say, let me call Caroline, let me call Tanya, let me call Dr. Christine, let me call Shannon, let me call Byrne. And with all that calling, you was there. You're exiting now. He said the deliverance is going to be much greater. Do not destroy your increase. Yes, that part. There's a reason why it's increase. It's increase. It's not lack. It's not takeaway. It's increase. It's not a negative. It's not taking away. It's adding to. Be careful of the increase. He's adding it to, because if you treat the increase right, you will find you move up to another step. Because once you keep treating increase right, increase keeps coming. I need you to understand. The increase keeps coming. How do I do that? I change some things. I might have to cancel some things. But in this season, because if he told me, oh, the deliverance is going to be great, much greater than the affliction, that means, oh, there's some things he's about to deliver. The deliverance, deliver. Some things he's about to deliver to you if you're ready. Don't mess up the increase. Don't a lot of times we say, oh, I thought I should have had more. You did have more. You just wasn't careful how you treated the more. You can't make the more the less. You got to make less more, not more less. Somebody hear me tonight. You got to make less more, not more less. Somebody got that tonight, and somebody will get it 3 repeats down the road. You have to make less more, not more less. I'm trying to, and I'm not even trying to. I'm helping somebody. Take less and make it more. Don't take more. Don't take your increase and make it less. Don't keep taking increase and starting over. It's how you look at it, because we will look at increase and say, well, it's not enough, but it's increase. What's not enough, put till you add to it, and it becomes more. I'm helping somebody. Take what you said is not enough. Don't get rid of it. Add to what you said wasn't enough till it becomes even more. And when you keep doing it, you'll see more. If you had enough patience and you went through years of being there for everybody else, come on. Take some time and be there for you. Take some time to strategize. How am I going to add more to my increase, instead of looking at what I don't have enough of, but I can change that situation. And when I change it, I am disciplined enough to add it to the more, and the more keeps becoming more, and the more keeps becoming more, and the more keeps becoming more. I'm trying to help you, because I shared with somebody, they had got increase. And I said, okay, you have the increase. Nobody knows you have the increase except for the person who gave the increase, and you're the receiver of the increase. Make that increase grow. Now, if somebody gave me increase and I got rid of the increase, that's on me. But you know how a lot of times we pray for stuff to happen, we want change to come, and when it comes, we act like it never came. So we get careless. We're not using wisdom. We're not wise. We'll go do other things. And then you'll say, wow, I'm still in a negative. No, you are in a negative because you put yourself in a negative, because he came through and gave you increase. I don't care if he increased you by $50. That $50 should not keep disappearing. Because if you take 50 and then add another 50, that's 100. Then you add another 50, that's 150. You add another 50, you got 200. You got $200 added for more in a month, because I took my increase and I kept putting it, saying, oh, I'm ready for more. You can trust me with more. Instead of doing like we would do, well, I couldn't help it. This came up and I had to use it and I had to spend it. Oh, y'all know I'm talking right, because this is our conversation and this is how we've been for years. I had to use it. Well, they called me and they said they had an emergency. And how many emergencies have you had? And you had to just pray, and sometimes you just had to wait. I'm not going to ask for a show of hands, because all hands up. You didn't have to. You got stuck. You got stuck into having less. And this is the thing. When more comes, I don't care how more I look like. I got the message. I heard it. I'm coming to make sure that the what I'm delivering now, what I'm giving you now, is going to make them little afflictions you have, you're going to laugh at them. Dr. Christine said, keep your mouth shut. Folks will find a way to spend yours before you can plan for yourself. Dr. Christine, you act like you've been hanging out with me for years because at the foundation, they'll tell you, I've always said that. Keep your mouth closed. You know, he's good. Ain't nobody tell you to tell how good and which way he been good. Because people were playing on your money in a heartbeat and didn't have enough nerve if you don't give it to them to have an attitude with you about your own stuff. I always say when somebody has money, that's their money. I can't get mad at them about their money. You need to understand that. Virus threat protection. Well, my virus protection is on. I need you to understand. Y'all stop trying to explain to somebody why you being wise over what you have. You know why you being wise? Not because we learned how many thousands and thousands on top of thousands of dollars have you sacrificed for somebody else, and they're still in the same situation. I need y'all to hear me on tonight. And they still are in the same situation. The same people still asking, the same people still getting attitude. The same people will go and talk about you because you ain't do what they wanted you to do. The season of disappointments are over. Okay, I'm not disappointed that you mad and don't want to talk to me no more. I left that behind. Okay, that's one of my deliverers. I'm coming up out of that. Because the person that don't never disappoint me want to be disappointed. I need y'all to hear me. That season is over. When I heard him say in Walmart parking lot, the deliverance is going to be much greater than the afflictions. Oh yeah, I saw you in your affliction. You stayed faithful in your affliction. You still believed in your affliction. But wait till you see what I am about to deliver for you. And I know when he speaks, he's not speaking just to me. That's why I'm sharing it on tonight. Yeah, it's a little different, but I'm sharing it on tonight. He was not just speaking, it's somebody else that have been waiting. There's somebody else that felt like giving up. There's somebody else that I'm still going to trust you. I don't know what the heck is going on in my life right now because I'm trying to do the best I can. No, I'm trying to make sure I obey, but everything is coming out at me. He's like, oh, that's okay. I got you. Wait till you see what's about to happen. I said a few days ago, I am in that place now that I want to see what I've never seen before. I want to hear what I've never heard before. I want to know what is that surprise that has not even entered my heart, that has not even entered my mind, that I can't even fathom what he has waiting on me. Oh no, I'm in that time. I want that now. Yeah, I'm ready to see the things I've never seen before. I'm ready to hear. I'm talking about for him. I'm not talking about foolishness and this stuff out there. No, I am ready to see what God was talking about. I'm ready to hear what he has been talking about. That's where I'm at. I'm ready to see that now. Hey, I do not care. If it's billions, I want it. If it's trillions, I want it. Whatever it is that he says it has not entered, because I know this. I can think big, but when he's letting me know, I have not even imagined this, what he wants to release. I am here for the release. I need y'all to understand. I'm here for the release. I'm here for the release. I had to move myself out of a place, because my disappointments never came from him, but I always hindered it by being mixed up with man and woman. Always got you stretched out, you pulling you this way and pulling you that way, and nobody's never satisfied until they see you break. I got news, I'm not breaking, because I waited for this time. Such a time like this, I've waited. Oh yeah, I've done my part. And I'm not the only one. I'm talking to all of y'all. You've done your part. You sacrificed. You sacrificed. Jesus' little cousins, sisters and brothers, you sacrificed. Not like he did, but people try to pull you like it was Jesus. And come up with that line. Well, I remember too. My remembrance is better than yours because it was happening to me. You forgetting. If it was left up to people, we all would have lost our minds. Whew. And that's just for real. Season of disappointments are over. Why? Because you exited. You took the exit. You're not entering back into that. We're not returning. No, no, no. We've done this. And I said some of us got years. Our track record go back years. Our track record goes back years. Years. Somebody said, it's my turn now. It's my turn now. It's my turn now. Somebody, this might not be the transportation you want to take, but I'm gonna fly. I need to get there quickly. Now look, I need time to move. I don't want to lose any more time. Time have stood still enough in my life. It kept moving, but I kept repeating and doing the same things. You're not gonna, we're moving out the less to more. So every time you get increase, add it to more. Every time you get increase, add it to more. Not every time you get increase, go find somebody else. When you get increase, add it to more. Because see, you got to show that I'm ready. So even if it starts small, I am going to do right by the small. Why? I'm watching it turn big. Come on, somebody. I'm going to do right. I'm not going to throw away my increase anymore, because there's a reason why he wants to increase you. There's a reason why he wants to increase your finance. Oh, exit, exit, exit. It's over. You can't disappoint me anymore because I am not going to rely on you. And that's a joke for a lot of us because we didn't really have nobody to rely on. You could count one hand. How many people you could rely on? One hand. And sit there and laugh at yourself because you one hand, and like a lot of us said, I could count it on one hand and still have fingers left. That season of disappointment, it's over. What you won't do, as we would say down here in the South, what you're not going to do is disappoint yourself again. What you're not going to do is go back in that entrance door when you know you're supposed to be exiting. When you exit, leave the premises. Leave the premises. Leave. That's the purpose of you exiting. You're leaving the premises. You're not about to camp outside and say, I don't know. If you feel bad, well, then you go back in. You go back in. Just know that you holding up your own self for being great. Give yourself permission to be great. Give yourself permission to celebrate you. Give yourself permission not to carry everybody else. You got to give yourself permission. I looked in my mirror the other day and told myself, I give you permission to let go. I give you permission to love on you. I give you permission to let all of the greatness come out. Now, literally, I was in my bathroom standing in the mirror doing it. Oh, this is real. You gotta give yourself permission to celebrate you. Don't wait on somebody to celebrate you. Don't wait on somebody to vindicate you. Come on, y'all. Validate, vindicate, all those things, all these emotions all over the place. No. Give yourself. Tell yourself you deserve everything that's coming to you. Every good thing that's coming to you, you deserve it. Don't even, let me tell you, don't even look from the sides. Use your peripheral. Don't even do that. Look at you straight there. You deserve it. Don't feel bad about what's about to happen to you. Don't feel bad about you. Because see, if you get there and I feel, no. You need to feel some kind of way where you just celebrate. Celebrate. How long you waited? How many disappointing things you had and times you had to go through? Give yourself permission to take all of your portion and enjoy. I'm not just talking to me, I'm talking to all of everybody who can hear. I need you to understand. Oh, because when I enter this time, baby, that's Coach Faye Impact. Baby, oh, where I'm entering to now, you and your cousins couldn't drag me out. Oh, you got to talk to yourself. Because what happens a lot, because of our environments and all of this good stuff, you start taking on, as you know, we'll say you deserve it, then you got a whole team saying, I don't deserve it. I deserve it. I went through this. Let me tell you something. Hell gates and all. I deserve it. I deserve everything that's being released. I deserve every good thing. Because don't get it confused. I'm not worried about that. I deserve every good thing. Every good thing that's being released. Every good thing. Every promise, all the portions, I deserve it. You sit there tonight or tomorrow and say, well, I deserve it. He said it was mine. I've just finally got enough sense to say, okay, it's mine. I'm going to take it. Yes, Duchess, I deserve it. Permission is granted. Because guess what? You're the one. You're the whole up. You're sitting there being everything to everybody, and then you're the one. You're the one that know you deserve more. You need more. You know this is your season of increase. This is, went through 10 seasons trying to convince yourself, but while you was getting it, you was giving it away. This is your time. Hey, I ain't talking to everybody. I'm talking to those that are listening, that want to hear, and you know it. Because it's like, okay, yeah, no, this is me. She talking to me tonight. Whether she Coach Faye, Pastor Faye, or Faye, it doesn't matter. She talking to me tonight. Oh yeah, I needed to make sure. No, I wasn't hearing things. I'm not going crazy. Oh yes, I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of soaking pillows. I'm tired of riding down the road crying. I'm tired of being in the bathroom crying, trying to take a shower. You just showering down on your face because all it is. I'm tired of the pain. It's time for the joy. Yeah, it's time for the joy. Not just the joy and a smile I put on for people. No, I need this. I need to walk in this thing. It has to be real in me. I need to feel all those emotions that I deserve to feel. That was promised to me. It's not like it's something all crazy. I read about it. He tells me about it. Ah, don't let somebody try to tell you you don't deserve it, this and that. So I don't, and you do. Oh, you're twisted. Your thinking is twisted. Your mind is twisted, and your body about to be twisted. No, you do. It's your time. You are a priority and you're on his mind. You are on his mind. You are. I am. You have to speak for yourself. I am a friend of God. And friends don't do friends any kind of way. I am a friend. Hi, my friend Nancy. I am a friend. And see, I am a friend, but he's the friend I can always depend on. Listen, give yourself permission. Stand there and tell yourself it's time. Stand there and tell yourself, no, I'm going all the way in. I, I told someone today, it's time for you to be faithful to you. And that's a word for a lot of you. It is time for you to be faithful to you. I'm faithful to God, so that's not the holdup. Ah, somebody said, "Come on, talk, Coach Faith." If you're faithful to God, so then that's not the holdup. What is the holdup? Most of us are not faithful to ourselves, and you sitting and you're praying the same prayer because you're like, God, I'm faithful to you. I'm trying to do all the things you tell me to do. Okay, so what about yourself? It amazed me that the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. Mm. Love your neighbors as yourself. He didn't say better than you. Love them. Give them that love. What we do, we give them more love than we give ourselves. Oh, I just made it clear, just in case somebody was confused. It didn't tell you to love them more than you. He said, love them like you love yourself. And we have been confused for so many years. We loving everybody else more than we love ourselves. We giving everybody else more than we would give ourselves. We treating everybody else better than we treat ourselves. I know I'm talking right. We are treating everybody else better than we treat ourselves because we don't make ourselves a priority, but we are going ahead and we make everybody else a priority over us. And then you're in a place of being stuck, delayed, and saying, I'm going to figure this out. You don't have to figure it out if you know where to place you. Be faithful to you. Treat yourself well. Treat yourself good. Then you won't have a problem when it comes to the neighbor. You won't have a problem when it comes to the friend. You won't have a problem when it comes to family. But what do? We treat everybody else better than we treat ourselves. It's time to exit because I've got news for you. Let me tell y'all something. I know you're going to be shocked, but they don't appreciate everything you do because they feel you're supposed to do it. Why? Just because they ask. Just because of who you say you are or you're supposed to be. Just because of your smile. No. That's not, look, as people say, and you're supposed to be a Christian. Well, the good book told me to love my neighbors as myself. So that means I need to do something about how I'm loving on me. You know, we usually listen to somebody who makes it better for them. Better for them. Because they'll say, don't do this, you're being selfish. Don't do that, you're being selfish. Well, my God, what can I do for me? Be faithful to you. Be faithful to you. The season of disappointments are over. Be faithful to you. Some of us got to learn how to love ourselves because we have given up everything and it said, it's hard. Well, baby, make it easy. Just start doing it. Make it easy. Like, share, talk about it, talk to yourself, play to see. Well, maybe I missed something. No, you're not confused. It's your time. You're exiting. Do not go back into that entrance door. Do not enter. Where it says in, make sure where you're going in is about what he promised you. Okay, you have done a good job. You have done a good job. Let me tell you, well done. The most of you, well done. You have served your family well. You have served your friends well. I'm not handing out trophies tonight, but I need y'all to understand. Well done. You have been faithful to so many that have not been faithful to you. The same ones you have given chances and chances and chances, the same ones that you have delivered them out of their issues and their problems, and then you find a couple months later or weeks later, in some cases days later, they're back into the same thing that you delivered them out of. We're not slow in this season, nor the seasons to come. I need you to be faithful to you. I need you to love on you. I need you to know just how important you are. I need you to know how great you are. I need you to make sure when you're talking to the Most High God, that you begin to see yourself like He sees you, because you don't even look at yourself. And we know God sees us in such a way that is so loving, that's so, I mean, He is full of grace and mercy towards us. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some mercy. Forgive yourself of some things that you need to forgive yourself. You don't have to exhaust anything else. Listen to me. It's time to be faithful to you. It's time to love on you. Because no one can tell you like kids can. I always love to listen to kids because I would say they always tell the truth. But they can see, we're past that time where let's graduate from everybody seeing the greatness in you and the goodness in you, and you're not seeing it. Let's stop that. Stop this now. We're not having any pity parties. We're not having no more. I'm not good enough. I don't feel like I'm doing this. It seems like I have to do so much more for somebody else to see. No, you need to do more for you to see. You need to let all the greatness and the greater come up and show up in you. Okay, that is that time. Don't go back in that door of disappointment. Do not enter that door of disappointment. Do not go back in that prison cell. Do not be a prisoner to disappointments. Don't surround yourself with a bunch of people who have been disappointed for years like you have, but nobody has enough to say, let's exit. I'm telling you tonight, let's exit. Let's exit. Y'all, let's go. Let's get up and get out. We're not doing that no more. My feelings are not up to be hurt. Okay, I'm there. Oh, I exit. My feelings are not up to be hurt. My heart is no longer up to be hurt by somebody or something. Hey, it's not up. I am placing it back where it needs to be. If He created a clean heart in me, I need to keep all the dirt off. That part. I need to keep all the dirty hands off of my clean heart. Talk to yourself. We quote a lot of scripture. Talk to yourself. I need to keep dirty hands off of my clean heart. Because that's how it starts. If your hand's not clean, step back. And y'all know dirt when you see it. Did you wash your hands? Well, baby, some of y'all can wash your hands, but you're not going to get my heart anymore. I'm not going to do that. It's not up. I have exited that season of being disappointed. I have exited that season of being used. I have exited that season of putting my heart all the way on the table for somebody to stab it. I'm not doing that anymore. I have exited that season of giving all my important time to people who just want to take up your time, and they don't want different. They don't want more. They just want to come and see, how can I take her increase this time? Exit. Well, face your real wisdom. It's time for me to go. But I love you. It's over. He spoke and told me, don't say he. God spoke and told me that the deliverance is going to be much greater than the affliction was. Yeah, a lot of us has went through afflictions for years. It's like we got these little breaks. Now, we don't want breaks anymore. We want to go straight through. We want to enjoy. I said to my kids, you don't want to miss this in this season. You don't want to miss your blessings. So guess what you gotta do? Take control. Take control. Yeah, we're breathing now and we're taking control. We have exited the season of disappointment. What does that mean? I will not allow myself to be in a place. I am that lady that always say, I'm keeping my peace. I'm not going to let anything take my peace. And I need you to understand, because I always say it outwardly, inwardly, don't think. I promise you not to think that things try to come and say, I'll fix you. Oh, you're not going to let them take your peace? Watch me. But guess what? I am now faithful to me. Try it. Because it's not going to happen. Because he said today, if I needed to have any other assurance, he said today, greater. Oh my goodness. The deliverance is going to be so much greater than all the things you went through. It's going to be like a dream. When I say like a dream, oh, okay. I mean, my reality will be better than my dreams. Your reality. It's that time. We're walking in it. Yeah, we're going to walk in it while the world is going through all this stuff. But because I know who I am and I have now decided, I have decided, and I want you to make sure that you do the same, you will not put yourself in a place where you, hey girl, I love me some Ruby. There you go. You know, I say Rubinell. There you go. Because you got, let me tell you something. Give yourself, and I'm getting off because I went over, is the hour going on an hour and 3 minutes. Give yourself permission to enjoy loving yourself. Give yourself permission to tell yourself how great you are. Tell it till you show up. So you don't have to say it no more. Every time you show up, here come greatness. And you got to smile and say, wow, it's been there all the time. I was just too busy being for everybody else. Show up for yourself. Faith shares real wisdom. Like, share, tag, subscribe. Know that I love you all. Love on you. Love on you. And when things try to come, remember, I have exit. I have exit out of my season. My years of disappointment is over now. Give yourself permission to be happy for real and owe no one an explanation. Give yourself that. Have a great weekend. Keep me in prayer as I travel. Keep the Grant family in prayer. That's my cousin from on the Dennis and the Blackwell side. A lot of people don't know that that's my daddy's side in prayer, but there's so many. We're going to miss Thomas, but he was that one. When he said, I love you, cuz, it was a real I love you, cuz. So I just couldn't bring myself together to even say rest in peace, because him and my brother used to hang out all the time. It's just so much. It was what, you know, some of the things kind of hit you different. That was one. So keep his mom and his kids and his siblings in prayer as they lay him to rest on tomorrow. I love you guys. See you hopefully next Friday. No, I'm gonna do a oh wow, Shatira, I can't even say it, but I'm gonna do a pop-up because I actually will be at a women's function in Beaufort, South Carolina. So if you can, just register, go to Tanya McGuire's page, and you can, it might be over, but I'm sure you can still get in. Um, it will be at the Hilton's Gardens. I know that's in Beaufort, I believe Beaufort, South Carolina. And we will be next Friday. And it's time to level up. I don't want to mess up the name of the conference, but I believe that's what it is. So just those that are near, come on in. Let's enjoy, see what has to be said, because it will be said, because it is that time. I am so glad that so many of you have your season of disappointment is now over. Don't go back in. Don't go back in. We exit. Those of us that have exit, we're not returning. We're not returning. Give yourself permission to be faithful to you, because the greater is here, and everything is going to be just like a dream. That can never happen. So many great things are happening now. It's literally happening now. Don't let anyone or anybody or anything steal your peace, your joy, or your happiness. Have a great weekend, and good night.